Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We, as you can see, moved our location. We are not in what we used to call our old shop, just between me and Connor, the Rat's Nest, but smaller shop. But now we're in a bigger shop. We have a way better work area. We have a nice sales floor. We got a cool espresso bar. We're gonna be going over the new Specialized Tarmac SL8 2025 model with the new SRAM red E-tap. But before we do that, we'll do a quick little walk around the new shop. We got some bikes we're working on here. We have some pretty cool bikes hung up over here, and all this stuff we made ourselves, me, Connor, and his dad. This cool wooden fixture for hanging bikes. Even this, the slab, cutting it, polishing it, doing the frame. This display, this is where the tarmac goes. Pretty much everything, but yeah, it's becoming the dream shop. So as you guys might know already, we do Specialized, Pivot, Yeti, Scott, and Norco. We've done a lot of the mountain bike stuff, but we are dipping in heavily into the road, the gravel, and the cross-country marathon game. So we're doing a lot of, again, the road, cross-country marathon, mountain biking, and gravel riding. Part of my own goals is I'm trying to train. I would love to do the Leadville, so you can laugh now, but I'm getting that riding in. So I'm actually riding a Tarmac SL8. This is the Epic S-WORKS 8 that I'm riding. And then I'm building up from the frame up a new S-WORKS Crux with the new SRAM Red Explorer group set. So that'll be a cool video for another time, and we'll do a review on that. But for now, we're gonna talk some key points on the Tarmac SL8, what I think is good about it, what I think can be better out of the box, and whether it's the bike for you. So let's get going. All right, so this is the SL8, the Tarmac. Been riding it for almost a month now, so just want to give some highlights. This is a stock build, so this is the S-WORKS top end model, the 12M carbon, carbon wheels, SRAM red, tubeless tires, one-piece cockpit, the works. It's a pretty solid bike. You know, part of the things I want to go over was it coming stock. It is expensive. For this one, it's $14,500. Under no circumstance do you need to get the $14,500 model. You could be perfectly fine on the expert model or the pro models. Those are starting, I believe, at like $6,500. So there's other options, but the S-WORKS stuff is pretty awesome. So if you can get it, you know, good for you. It's gonna be a good time. You know, it comes with the 48 tooth chainring, which is, I think as a stock build, you know, they kind of dropped the ball. Like, I'm already wishing I had more power. So this is a 48-35. I'm already gonna get the 52-39 chainring. I just need more power. So I think if you're already cycling, you're already like in the road game, do this as a frame up build. You know, get the frame, build it out with us if you want to come, or if you're not local and you're doing it yourself, get the frame itself, then build it out differently where if you want more power, a 52 tooth, you know, like Shimano's, a lot of those bikes are coming, a Shimano build's coming with the 52. So, you know, SRAM offers a lot of options. Like, I think there's one below the 48, then there's the 48 as the biggest one, then a 50, then a 52, then a 54, then a 58. It's crazy. So I think the Tarmac S-WORKS is really good as a build. If you're new into it and you're still trying to get power and you can afford the Tarmac SL8 S-WORKS edition, then it's probably fine. But if you're already like in the road game for a while, you're gonna wanna build this up as a frame up build. So definitely recommend just doing the frame and doing the group set separately. You know, there's a ton of different cassettes, there's a ton of different chain rings, so that's just gonna affect the build. And if you did wanna get an S-WORKS Tarmac frame, you know, again, like, you don't have to be building up the bougiest red build. So like, if you're loving this S-WORKS stuff, you can get the frame and build like a sub $10,000 S-WORKS bike with whether it be Shimano or SRAM. We've been loving the SRAM stuff, pretty easy to set up. The Di2 stuff is okay too, but I've been using the SRAM stuff for years, whether it be on mountain bikes and some other bikes. So it's pretty good. But you can build it with like a force group set or a rival. I don't know if you're gonna put rival on an S-WORKS, but there's ways to do it so you can get a dream S-WORKS bike if you've always wanted that S-WORKS logo on a sub $10,000 build. So we can do that here if you ever want to come by. We do a lot with the S-WORKS builds, whether it be road, gravel, and mountain. But yeah, so back to this. Part of the other things that I already want to do this bike this is a 56. I'm 5'10" and I ride a 56. Fits perfectly. Haven't had to do much to the fit. I do already want shorter cranks just because I want to be able to put that power down more. So I feel like putting power down versus a longer crank with leverage. Again, this goes into building the bike out from a frame up. These are 172.5 cranks on a size 56. I'm probably going to do 165-ish cranks when I start to do all these upgrades. So I kind of think it's a good idea for me to be riding this bike since I got it as a whole build to see what I want to do versus like just doing it off the bat. I got the whole build because I didn't have all these, it was better for me. I didn't have other group sets and everything lined up for me to be doing a frame up build. So, you know, I didn't have road wheels and stuff. So for me, cost efficient wise as a shop owner, it paid to just get the whole bike and then do little swap outs as we go. It came with 26 tires. I live in Westchester, New York. I already switched to the 30s. It's definitely a must. Bumpy roads, you know, it helps grip the ground a little bit more. So, you know, been loving that. Switched out, I'm not using carbon cages. The nice Silca TI cages are a nice touch. I actually get a lot of, hey, take this cage off. What are you doing with that? People think it's like a little $10 cage that you put on like a commuter bike. No, this is titanium and it's like a feather and I'm not taking it off, so it's gonna stay. The brake power has been great. They redesigned the hoods to be a little bit longer for one finger braking, which has been great. I've been loving bombing the hills. So I love climbing, but I love bombing too. So you gotta go up to go down. When you're holding it like this, you get that one finger brake power. You don't have to do two. So I think that's awesome. I think that's a huge upgrade. I've ridden some stuff in the past where it's a bit shorter. You do have to use the two. I'm not usually in the drops that much, but you know, going down, it's nice to just have the one finger braking. Along with that, you have the new little, it's almost like a little blip shift, but you can have these little buttons here that can control your shifting if you're in the hoods, or you can link all that up to a Garmin, other computer devices. If you had it on your gravel bike, it can control RockShox, flight attendant, all this stuff. So you can implement these buttons to not just shift, but to do other things. But yeah, it's a sweet bike so far. Again, I think, you know, the Tarmac SL8, if you're looking for a bike to get you the fastest times and you love that aero feel, it's gonna be the bike for you. If you're looking for a pure comfort bike, you know, I think a lot of people get caught up in the Tarmac name and they're just like, they're not even looking at the other bikes Specialized has to offer. And then sometimes they get this and they're like, you know what, like I made the wrong choice. I'm doing long distance, but like I'm not like doing it in like trying to get those numbers. There's a whole other line of Specialized bikes that's probably gonna be better. Again, this is more of your like race ready, get that fast time bike. So there's some other options out there. So, you know, they're expensive, so you definitely want to get the right bike. So don't just, you know, have your friends talk up, hey, you need to get a Tarmac. You need to get the right bike for you. So we can always help you out there. If you guys ever want to stop by, we're going to start doing Tuesday night rides. We're going to be doing a lot more videos, but again, we are dipping into, you probably saw in the past videos, we did a lot of mountain. We are dipping heavily into the road market, gravel market, and the cross country, you know, endurance or marathon type of riding. I do want to do a lot of those races next year. I would love to do the Leadville. I know that you have to qualify for that, but hopefully I can do the Lotto and get pulled from that. So that would be sweet. So going to be trying to do a lot of that type of riding and a lot of those types of videos. So we do have a Crux, the new Crux that we have coming with the frame. So we're going to build that up with the new SRAM Red XPLR. So we're just waiting on the frame, but you'll see a pretty cool build with that. This is their new gravel group set. No derailleur hanger needed. So we are super stoked on that. So you'll see us on that. And again, we do all the custom builds here. So stop by, we can build you these up. Join us for a ride. I ride every day. Connor rides every day. He's on the camera. So we'll be doing a lot of that. But again, so far, no crazy complaints on the Tarmac. Just wish it came with different chain rings and crank length. But again, you know yourself as a rider. If you're super in tune and you know what you like, don't be getting this as a complete build. Build it from the frame up so you can choose the components you like. That's kind of like how the S-WORKS bike should be like kind of bought is, you know, it's like you sit down with the shop guys. We're gonna piece it out for you specifically. You know, again, like there's nothing crazy wrong with the stock build, but if you're gonna start changing things off the bat, this stuff's expensive. I mean, these chain rings are like almost $800, the wheel sets. So it's just good to be smart when you're building it out, making sure you're getting the right size and components that work for you. But yeah, so far so good. Again, really just gonna be changing out the chain rings and the crank length. The cassette's the 33 on top. I think that's pretty good. There's a lot of climbing here in Westchester, so I do like that. Probably would like to try an Athos in the future, so maybe we'll see about that. But yeah, it's been good. So catch the future videos. We're gonna be trying to do weekly videos, and come to the shop. We'll help you get your dream bike, whether it be road, gravel, mountain. We're in it, and you know, we do the S-WORKS, so you'll see a lot of this around the shop. Let's go.